Shalom, I give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, like give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you sincere brothers pushing his word across the four corners of the earth. This lesson is entitled, These 3 videos or more a week will get you 100-fold in the kingdom. And this is Luke, the 10th chapter, and the 2nd verse. Therefore said he unto them, The harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few. And the harvest represents the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans today. And to go into a deeper meaning, it's talking about the elect men of the nation of Israel. Because the word harvest in the Greek goes into the rasamas, and it says the gathering of men into the kingdom of the Heavenly Father. So the harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few. So it's a lot of work to do out here by proclaiming the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem. And that's why you see us out there on the highways and the byways doing so, and we'll be doing our weekly sit-downs because we're trying to gather the elect through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem. And once the elect is sealed, that's how you know that this is the end of America, aka Babylon the Great, our captivity. And that's how you know that Yahweh is about to get ready to send his son Yahushua to destroy America and to redeem his elect across the four corners of the earth as well. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest that he would send forth laborers into his harvest. That's why you see countless videos of brothers waking up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem all across the four corners of the earth now. And the spirit was upon Apostle Tahar to get on brothers to do at least 3 videos a week. And the spirit is upon you to do more, then that's great as well. And also Apostle Tahar, the spirit hit him. They said he believed that the elect is sealed. So Lord willing, that's true as well. All right, this is 1 John, the 3rd chapter, and the 22nd verse. And whatsoever we ask, we receive of him, because we keep his commandments and do those things that are pleasing in his sight. And only elect gonna have that type of mindset. They want to be able to please Yahweh Ba'ashem. He might not be here physically with us, but through the spirit, we know that he is. So that's how you know the mindset of the hopeful elect, because they trying to please a divine power that's not physically with them, but on a spiritual aspect. Because most people be trying to please a person that's right there, right by them. We try to please a higher power in a different realm, but we know he's with us through the spirit. And it says, and whatsoever we ask, we receive of him, because we keep his commandments. And let's see one of the commandments that Yahweh Ba'ashem told elect men to do. And this is Matthew, the 22nd chapter, and the 9th verse. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye should find, be it to the marriage. And the true marriage is by bringing the elect, which are considered as a comely, beautiful woman, to Yahushua, which is considered as the bridegroomsman. So by bringing them together, that's that marriage. Because the elect was with Yahushua from the beginning. Okay, this is Romans, the 12th chapter, and the 1st verse. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh Ba'ashem, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable to Yahweh Ba'ashem, which is your reasonable service. So by us going out there on the highways and the byways, proclaiming the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem in full diligence, and also doing our weekly sit-downs, you know, we becoming as a threat to this society. And just by us being out there on the highways, you know, anything can happen. You know, we are vulnerable to the different elements out there. You know, people walking by, you baby get sniped. You know, all type of things can happen. But Yahweh Ba'ashem has that spiritual hedge upon us, that he's looking out for us and he's protecting us. So that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable to Yahweh Ba'ashem, which is your reasonable service. So this is our call of duty, and Lord willing, you know, we have been called into this ministry, and Lord willing, we be chosen, and it would be our reasonable service. And also, as it says, by presenting your bodies a living sacrifice, like I said, like we becoming a threat to this society. We're like back then, how it was in ancient Rome, when you came against the Romans, you was deemed as an enemy of Rome. So this is the new Rome all over again. So we are deemed as enemies of Rome. Therefore, we present our bodies a living sacrifice. You know, because our jobs can easily see us, you know, family members, you know, all types of things can be able to happen. So we present our bodies a living sacrifice. We don't care, because we trying to give it our all. And Yahweh Shah, he's very pleased with things like that. All right, this is Sirach, the 20th chapter and the 28th verse. He that tilleth his land shall increase his heap. And by tilling, that means you grinding, you getting it in. You know, like Jake like to say, because there's a lot of work out here to do. So he that tilleth his land shall increase his heap. So by us tilling, getting the grind on, through the spirit power of Yahweh Shah, trying to wake brothers up, stirring up their pure minds, we breaking the elect men's minds up. You know, they getting all the old stuff they was told in this society, and they actually getting a spiritual brainwash, and they waking up to who they really are according to the Bible. You know, they really seeing who their enemies are according to the Bible. They seeing who their true power is according to the Bible. They really seeing what the true meaning of the kingdom of heaven is according to the Bible. So that's how us tilling that ground, because there's a lot of work to do, because it's still the elect, it's still out there that need to be waking up. He that tilleth his land shall increase his heap, and that heap is going to that spiritual bank account. And Lord willing, we be accounting worthy when all hell break loose in America, when Jacob's trouble happened. We'll have that spiritual hedge or pavilion over us and our loved ones too, by us doing that reasonable service, by presenting our bodies as a living sacrifice. Therefore, Yahweh Shah, he's not unrighteous to forget our labor of love. Because you look at Yahweh Shah, the greatest man that ever walked the earth, and look what he did. He presented his body as a living sacrifice for the nation of Israel, beginning with the elect. So therefore, as ambassadors or representatives of Yahweh Shah, we supposed to be doing the same thing. So these are the reward scriptures right here. This is Hebrews, the 6th chapter and the 10th verse. For Yahweh Bashem Shah is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which you have showed toward his name. And that's very important by broadcasting Yahweh Bashem Shah's name out there. And he's not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. So by you being charitable amongst a brother, you know, you helping a brother out, you building him up, you know, you edifying. Yahweh Shah doesn't forget that. He's recording every single thing that we are doing. So therefore, when all hell breaks loose, we'll be accounted worthy, which he has showed toward his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister, because it's still work out here to be done. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. So as we've been called to do this work or reasonable service, we supposed to have the spirit upon us, Lord, when he keep that spirit upon us, that we hope to have that same spirit of teaching, edifying, doing our labor of love, tilling that land unto the end. That's what it's all about. One of the elder brothers in the camp, he always said, yeah, it's good by waking up, coming to this, but the most beautiful thing is by finishing the work. And that was one of Yahweh Shah's last words. It's done. He finished his course on this planet Earth. And that's what we want to do through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Shah. This is 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter and the 52nd verse. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. And that's why we're doing this reasonable service, because these bodies that we are in, they are polluted. And we can't get into the kingdom of heaven with these defiled bodies. So Lord willing that we continue to do the work and we get beaten up in those chariots, our bodies be changed. That's something we're looking forward to. You don't have to worry about no type of sickness. You won't be sneezing. You won't catch no type of viruses, nothing like that. You know, you'll be incorruptible, which means that your body is not susceptible to all these different type of diseases, bacteria, anything like that. And we should be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality, which goes into that we cannot die. Immortality. We're going to be like gods on this planet Earth. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass a saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. We'll have conquered death through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Shah. Lord willing, we make it to the end. And this is referring back to Isaiah, the 25th chapter and the 8th verse. Verse 55. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. Because we're going to be imputed by Yahweh Bashem Shah. It's like a spiritual program that he's going to have all the laws, statutes, commandments in our bodies. And Lord willing, when we get those new bodies, we won't have to worry about breaking the laws. It's just going to be just easy just keeping them. But thanks be to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, which giveth us the victory through our Lord Yahushua. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. So Yahweh Yahushua, he's recording every single thing that we're doing in his name. Be ye steadfast, unmovable. So all these different doctrines out here, be unmovable. Don't be going wayward from doctrine to and fro. Stay builded and rooted in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Always abound in the work of the Lord. So by tilling that land, that's how important it is, by doing these weekly sit downs and by us going out there in the highways and the byways. And by brothers, by getting low view counts, don't get discouraged about that, because you never know who's watching your videos. It could be a lit brother. So that's very important, just by continually pushing the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to your true best extent. All right, this is 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter and the 42nd verse. I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. In the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest. And this is talking about our Lord and Savior Yahushua. And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and he was more exalted, which I marvel at greatly. So this is Yahushua crowning his elect men. And that's nothing but a great honor to be crowned by the greatest man to ever walk on this planet Earth. So this is like that spiritual graduation right here. The elects are receiving their cap and gowns, which I marvel at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So don't let no type of Israelite group tell you that the name is not important by calling upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Now are they crowned and receive palms. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowned them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of Yahweh, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. So call upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to the end, to the death. Have the integrity to the death. When Esau bring his martial law and his new world order by administering this RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast of the scriptures, think about like the brothers like the Maccabees, how they went out. They went out with integrity. Stephen, he went out with integrity. And countless of other brothers in the scriptures, they went out with integrity. So Lord willing, we have that same type of spirit upon us where all hell breaks loose in America and wherever our brothers are scattered across. Then the angel said unto me, Go thy way and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of the Lord thy power thou hast seen. And so this caps up the video right here. 3 videos or more a week will get you 100-fold in the kingdom. In another chapter, Peter was getting asked by Yahushua, Do you love me? And Peter said, Yes, I do love you, Lord. So he was asked by Yahushua that 3 times, which means like confirmation, the number 3. And Yahushua told him, Feed my lambs, feed my sheep. So that's the commandment that Yahushua told the disciple Peter, which became the apostle Peter. And we supposed to be in that same mindset, continually feed Yahushua's sheep, feed Yahushua's lambs, which are the elect of the nation of Israel. So this is Matthew the 19th chapter and the 27th verse. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging 12 tribes of Israel. And every one that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. So that's the ultimate goal that the hopeful elect want. Everlasting life. You see the whole nation of Israel in true harmony with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and amongst themselves. We all keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the fullest degree. We can be able to eat real food, to breathe real air, to be able to travel whenever we want to have all these other nations under subjection. That's what we're looking for, that everlasting life. Verse 30, but many that are first should be last, and the last should be first. So this is also twofolded. Like the other nations who are first in this society, they're going to be last in the kingdom of heaven because they're going to be under the feet of the nation of Israel. And the ones of our people that sold out in this captivity, they're going to be last in the kingdom as far as status, because the elect going to have a different status from the rest of the nation of Israel. So that's the point of this video. By doing 3 videos or more a week, we'll get you 100-fold in the kingdom. And also doing the commandment of Yahushua when he's told us to go out in the highways and the byways and bid them to the marriage. So by us being good brothers, being charitable, by edifying one another through the spirit and power of Yahushua, he's looking upon that. He's not forgetting those righteous deeds that we are doing. So keep that in mind. So we have to continue tilling that land, grinding, because it's work out here to be done. And as it says, faith without works is dead. So we have to continue. So we have to continue to do the work of Yahushua to our full assurance. And that's our hope until the end. So with that, I hope you all will edify, like give all honor and glory again to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, double us again to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you sincere brothers. Shalom.